ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं तस्समस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षिहुतं भावातीतं गगनसदृशं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय, शिवोहम। My dear friends, we are taking the 7th stanza of chapter 13 Srimad Bhagavad Geeta. In this stanza, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Sadguru, telling to Arjuna the 9 main characters in the helping of enlightenment. Amanitva madambhitva mahinsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam शौचम स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः अमानित्वम् अदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा क्षान्ति अर्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचम स्थैर्यम् आत्मविनिग्रहः। My dear Arjun, Amanitva means prideless, proudless. Proudless of superiority. Adambhitvam, it means lack of showing our ego to others. Dambha. Ahimsa, non-violence. Shanti, pardon. Arjun, simplicity of mind, speech and all. Acharyopasana, it means respect and honor with the great love to Sadguru. Shocham, it means the purity of inner and outer side both. Sthairyam, it means the stability of mind, intellect and mood. Atma Vinigraham, it means the awareness in mind, senses and body. My dear friend Arjuna, the lack of superiority, lack of egolessness, non-violence with every living beings, pardon, simplicity of mind and voice, and the sincerity and the love and great respect with the master, and the purity internal and external side, and the stability of antakarana, mind, intellect, ego, mood, and that is the nine characters helping in the enlightenment. My dear friends, the Sadguru Sachidananda Paramatma, the only and only master and installation of universes and the galaxies, is the ocean of the mercy and ocean of the real divine love. He is telling to the Arjuna with the great love and affection. He loves to Arjuna very much because every Sadguru loves his disciples. Disciples don't know this thing, but Sadguru loves disciples very, very much. Because they want to enlighten, they want to liberate, they want to give the supreme knowledge of liberation to their disciples. In this stream, in this way, the Sadguru Sachidanand Paramatma Krishna is telling to Arjuna, Arjuna, the achievement of this supreme knowledge, and there is the nine helping things, nine conditions they help you. Even the conditions comes by the meditation and real meditation. Without real meditation and without helping of the Sadguru, these conditions will not come. These conditions will not come without the service, respect and devotion with Sadguru. The devotion is a very, very important factor in this path. Without service of Sadguru, nobody can get this enlightenment. Only one exception, that is Gautam Buddha. When we do the service of Sadguru, then the Sadguru show our one by one weaknesses, and we can conquer that weakness. We can come out from the weakness and be strong day by day. The first weakness of a seeker is that he has a misunderstanding that he has a very, very pure person, he is a very, very knowing person, he is a truthful person, and many, many things. He think about him, about pride of him, but he do not know that his mind is going to be making a fool him. So the Sadguru, he give the right understanding and the truth exposed in front of the disciple. So disciple can easily understand his limitations, his level, his disqualities and his ignorance. So in this condition, the superiority complex remove and disciple comes in the level of the seeking. Because before coming to the Sadguru, disciple think he is a very good knower. Disciple think he is a very pure person. Disciple think he is something. But when the Sadguru meet, Sadguru told to the disciple, Sadguru showed to the disciple, Sadguru exposed the dark room of disciples' unconscious and subconscious mind. Because everyone accumulate everything in the storage of their mind, but that storage is hidden by the proud. The storage is hidden by the superiority complex. So every person want to hidden his weakness and expose their hypothetical goodness. So that is called amanitva. If you have no pride, this type cleverness of this type, rogueness of the mind, then you can free from the illusion of this mind, that mind creates that you are a very good person. But in reality, you are not a good person, because that is the projection and that is the calling of your mind. He say again and again, you are a good person and other is bad. But in the real thing is that nobody is good, nobody is bad. Only and only every person which has no any knowledge of liberation, he is not awakened in the truth. There is no meaning of being good or bad. So Sadguru teach his disciple. So disciple become the amanitva. Amanitva, it means his pride of superiority gone. And next thing is that adambitva. And dambha. Dambha is the form of a ego. The dambha is the form of proud. A person which have nothing but he have a big proud. That is called a dambha. Because in this world some person gets something more than other. So they feel that they are a special person. So that is called dambha. Some person has not good car but they have good car. They feel that they are superior. Some persons had no good house, they have good house. Some person cannot talk wisely, they can talk wisely. Some persons have not so cleverness, they are very clever. They can move other person for their benefits. That is all called dambha. So internal blindness never gone without the help of the Sadguru. This proud, this dambha inspire a person to show his goodness to others. This pride and this dambha inspire a person to show that he is a very literary person, he is a very religious person, he is a very nice person to others. He used his behavior, his activities, his thinking, his planning in the conspiracy to showing the dambha, in the conspiracy to showing him superior to others. But when the Sadguru when the Sadguru comes in his life, when the Sadguru take his charges, when the Sadguru take care of the disciple, the simplicity is coming and dambha and proud is going. The simplicity is coming, the person become a simple and like a liquidity. He can know very well how to live without the proud. He can know very well how to live without the showing superior to others. He lives like a simple man and he is a great from inside. So by the dambha, by this ego, person is doing different type of violence, direct or indirect, physically or mentally, by the words and by the voice and by the activities and by the showing and by the doing, by the wrong activities and conspiracy of the mind. Person was doing this type of activity to showing his pride and ego, but now Sadguru is meet. And when the Sadguru is meet, that all meaningless activities, they are giving to the pain to others. There was violent activities, that activities has gone and he become non-violent. my dear friend, the violence is not a coward. If a person is very harmful to your life, and if you want to defend yourself, that is not violence. Because the violence and the non-violence has a very, very micro differentiation. The Ram killed the Ravana, the Krishna killed the Kansa and the many, many devils. The killing of devils is not violence. The killing of devils is non-violence. Unfortunately, in India, when the Lord Ashoka gave up his arms and become the disciple of Buddha, that message has gone to the enemy countries of India, and they understand that India is going big, and they invite her and they attack on India. So that's resulting is that our country was 1,000 year, 800 or 1,000 year, we were the slave of the foreigner persons. And in that time, the unimaginary, miraculous destruction of the spiritual literature and religious literature and the technological literature and the literature for the human welfare, that was completely demolished by the invaders. That was a foolish non-violence. It is very necessary to save the goodness on the earth, because the India is the master in the spirituality of universe. So India must be saved, India must be conserved, India must be reserved for the development of the spiritual skills. That is the goodness of the God, that India is saved by the geological architectures like the Himalaya and the sea. But unfortunately, if that knowledge was not distracted, India can give all the world a very, very precious inventions. The second mistake in India of non-violence, that was non-violence, but that was the mistake of pardon by the Prithviraj Chauhan. He pardoned to Muhammad Ghori unnecessary and many times. The religion not says like this. That was the wrong interpretation of religion. Religion says, the satham prati satham kuryat madhvati prati madram. Never give the pardon to the enemy of society and culture and nation. So the person can destroy the many life if they will get the pardon. The wise kings do not give them pardon. So by this mistake, the history says, not even the India become the slave of the other foreigner kings or foreigner invaders, but the culture and the spiritual science had very, very set back. But India is an all-time fertile country for the spiritual science, and the masters always live here. And India is the light of the God, and India is the love of the God. I want to say exactly correct. India never attacked to any country in his history. Never attack. It may be other thing that the small kings, they are fight each other, but India never attack to any country. India never dangerous for other solidarity. India is a very loving country. India is a very peaceful country. So this is the duty of the world, that there must be save India for the sake of spirituality and the highest science of liberation. But unfortunately, nobody wants this, because everybody wants to destroy the real light, and they want to put the calendars of the light. So the Krishna is telling to Arjuna about the non-violence, but Krishna do not allow Arjuna to live up the bar. This is the proof. Krishna involved Arjuna in the Mahabharata battle, and Krishna destroyed the evil person by the hand of the Arjuna. So the destruction of the evils, destructions of the social enemies, destruction of the terrorist, that is not violence, that is non-violence. That is non-violence. So Sadguru teaches to his disciple how to live without the ego, without the pride, how to live without the complexity, how to live a very simplicity and non-violence. Non-violence is a loving condition to other animals, other creation. So the physically, mentally and spiritually, violence can be washed out by the Sadguru's instructions and Sadguru's teachings. Some persons, they do the fasting. Some persons, they do not bear the shoes in the feet. Some persons, they are continuously standing, they are not sitting. Some persons, they are going to one hand up. In the name of the spiritual practice, these are all practices is wrong. There is no connection with the enlightenment or with the Atma Jnana or with the liberation. No connection. God given you two hands, you use two hands. No father and mother pleased if their child is hungry. So why are you hungry? If your father is God, your mother is Devis, they are never like that you live hungry without food. If child is hungry, how mother can take food? So this foolishness is going on because the enlightened persons, they are not leaders in the society. The leader of society is unenlightened person. The leaders of society is the karma kandi, and some religion, I say, in this religion, Hindu religion and other religion, I see they are doing the same activities. They are violent with the body. They are beating the hunters on the feet or on the back in the name of religion. Some religions, they are going on the fire, the burning coal, the burning charcoals. They are running on burning charcoals in the name of religion. The persons 40 days, 50 days, 60 days, even not taking any food, only taking the water and crushing the body. In the name of the religion, the person is rolling on the stones, rolling on the earth, rolling on spines, laying on spines, putting the lamp on his hand, and hand is burning. This type of foolishness in the name of spirituality, it is comes by the non-enlightened leaders. It is not never come by the enlightened leaders. I want to say, all over the world, please do not do the foolish things in the name of the religion. The person burn the crackers, the millions dollar cost cracker burn in the Diwali festival in India, and other side also in the different type of the names. My dear friends, what are you doing when 1/3 population of this world is hungry without the food, and you are burning the crackers? You are wasting the money. You are making the pollution in atmosphere. The thousands of birds, they are dying by this smoke. The many persons, they are caught in asthma. In the place of burning the crackers, you can save this money and you can serve the poor, you can serve the mankind, you can purchase the medicine to the ill person, and you can give the cloth to the poor. But why this is not doing person? The more person doing this foolishness, because the leaders of societies are not enlightened. They are only priests. They are not enlightened person. When the leader will not enlighten, the world cannot be peaceful anyhow. Never peaceful. I want to say, if the all governors and presidents and prime ministers of this world do the meditation, then they can see inside and they can be peaceful. I can give you guarantee the war will be go from this world forever. There is no need of this type of violence. There is no need of the weapons. There is no need of the suicide bombers. There is no need of 7/11. Because all thing is coming by the false religious pride. It must be only one religion on this earth, and that is the divine love and awareness and consciousness. Because the God is present in everywhere and every person. Nobody is without the God. Because the soul is God, your consciousness will grow and you can see the God inside. The God is living in you, and other thing is the Maya. So if you are not knowing yourself, that you are not religious person. My dear friends, the violence with the weapons, violence with the word, and violence with the activities, and violence with the projection of difficulty to others' life, that cannot be give you the special peaceful condition. In that peaceful condition, you can go on the spiritual path of liberation. So my dear friend, the Krishna is telling to the Arjuna by this stanza, never speak such type of word, they can hurt the other's heart. This is the ego of a person. Person want to pull down to others, and he want to climb upside of others. These are the mentally violence. And I told you, the spiritual practices in the name of the religion, the false practices, they are the spiritual violence. A person, he get the body of a human and he do not know himself. It is the biggest drawback and it is biggest setback. It is the biggest loss of that person. because the antakarana, the mind, intellect and mood, it push you again and again in the several death and birth cycle. But this birth of the human birth is the occasion, is the chance, is the opportunity to knowing yourself, to knowing Atma Jnana. If you do not know the Atma Jnana, the Valmiki Ramayana says, the Maharshi Valmiki says, that even you do any type of good work, punya, you are a sinner because you do not know yourself. Everyone is a sinner. Everyone is falling. Only one person who get enlightenment, Atma Jnana, who is knowing himself, who is knowing the ultimate truth, who is knowing the spiritual science of liberation, that is only the best man in this world. That he is avail his opportunity, he is avail his chance, he is avail his luck, his good luck, because he come in the human body. Otherwise, they are losing their chance, they are losing their opportunity, they are losing their life without any meaning of the false activity of the illusion of Maya. The next thing God is telling to Arjuna, Kshanti. Kshanti, it means to give the pardon. Kshanti is to give other pardon. The pardon giving is very, very precious instrument for the peace of yourself. If you do not giving the pardon of others, the jealousy and the enmity and the violence and the revenge, they will be continuously living in you. If you give the pardon to other, then you can free from the violence, you can free from the revenge, you can free from the jealousy, and you can free from this tension of enmity. Then you can get the peace, otherwise you never get the peace. But in the practical life, nobody is ready to give the pardon to others. Even they say by the mouth, I give you pardon, but they never give the pardon. They are searching the prick time to take the revenge inside. So they are that type of psycho-emotional condition is make infection in the spiritual possibility, and spiritual possibility will wash out, will corrupted, will not gain by you, because if you are not in the equilibrium, because you are always having the poison inside of you. So without giving the pardon, the poison will not release. Reality, the real pardon must be, not outer side pardon, not a drama of pardon. So if you are giving to the pardon to other, that is, you are not giving goodness to other, you are doing goodness to yourself, because you are saving yourself by the jealousy, you are saving yourself by the enmity, you are saving yourself from the instability, you are saving yourself from the tension and the fear. So if you are giving the pardon to other, it comes only by the direction and the directives of the master. Otherwise, you cannot give the pardon. The persons, they are burning inside. They are searching the prick time, and they are hot inside, and they have the infection of the poison of jealousy. So my dear friend, Sadguru teach you how to give the pardon to others, how to remove all the negativity from inside. If you cannot give the pardon to others, you cannot save yourself. Even in the battle, in the Mahabharata, the person is fighting all the day, and the night time they was going to meet his enemy, and they are giving the medicines to them. That's why the fair bar. In the ancient time of India, nobody fight in the night. But unfortunately, the cunning race comes in India, and the cunning race poisoned their cleverness, their unhonesty, and many, many things. So my dear friend, the pardon is very, very important factor in the spiritual development. If you do not give the pardon, then how can you pardon by the God? If you do not give to other pardon, then you never expect the pardon from the God, because you are also a sinner. Now, this Arjavam. Arjavam, it means the simplicity. As you looking outside, you must be inside. But nowadays, it is not practical. Person showing to anything and person exactly being any type. A honest person, which is inside honest, cannot be so honesty outside. But a dishonest person shows that honesty, and he is dishonest person. So, all over the world, the bribery, the black money, and the evil and the crime is going on, because the person is duplicacy in the nature. When you come to the Sadguru, if you want to achievement in the spiritual knowledge of liberation, you must not be duplicate, you must be simple, inner and outer same. Be honest. So Sadguru teach you to be honest. You tell something, you do something another, you act something another, and this type of duplicacy and triplicacy that cannot be help you in the spiritual path. You have to honest, you have to honestly do, you have to honestly behavior, you keep peaceful, because the honesty brings the peace. The honesty and simplicity bring the peace. Your mind, your desires, your impression of previous birth, your hungriness of the senses, these are continuously giving you the stress inside. And outside you are wearing a very nice cloth and putting the ornaments, Rudrakshamala and the tilak and so, and showing that you are a great man, and inner side you are a devil. That type of person cannot be enlightened. Cannot be enlightened. If you have the negativity in your mind, to say your Sadguru, Sadguru will treat your negativity and make you pure. So my dear friend, in this world, unfortunately, the persons, they are writing the articles in the newspapers, and they are giving the very, very nice discourse in the TV channels, and they are very famous gurus, but unfortunately, my dear friend, in the inner side of them, they are the purely businessmen. I am not telling for all, but maximum like this. So, this type of gurus, this type of spiritual controllers you have, then how you hope that you will get enlightenment? So simplicity and the transparency with the master want to disciple. Master want disciple must be transparent. If you have any difficulty in your life, you told to master. Sadguru want the honesty and truth. So he can act on you. If you do not tell your disease to the doctor, how can doctor treat you? So you should expose your heart completely in front of Sadguru. But I want to tell here, it is my own experience. If you tell and completely you open to heart to your Sadguru, sometimes Sadguru, if they are not Sadguru, they use that knowledge to defame you. If you expose your heart to this type of fake guru, they can blackmail you or they can backbiting of you. So in my opinion, if a guru backbite in the hidden time of his disciple, I told that is not Sadguru. If you seeing some weakness in the disciple, you should say only the disciple, not say to others. If the guru is doing like that, the Sadguru that is not Sadguru. That is not Sadguru. In my life, one guru came like this, that if you are sitting with the Sadguru is talking with very nicely, politely, very loving. And if you are stand and go, then Sadguru was criticism with the other disciples of you. Then what will be happen? Then if you know your criticism is going in your back, that your faith will be demolished. So it is very essential. It has Sadguru and disciple relation is a very private relation, and it is not to be exposed to others. If the Sadguru is exposing to others, or the disciple is exposing to others, that is not disciple and that is not Sadguru. My dear friend, a person shows himself a very, very beautiful, and you put the powder and cream and another, and that is not the outer purity. Outer purity never comes by the chemicals. If you are washed very nicely, you have never applied on your body the such type of chemicals, because the chemicals will be harmful for your skin. Your skin is already secreting some oils. If the time of the winter, and it is very necessary because your skin is scraping by the winter effect, then you applied some Vaseline and other. Otherwise, every time taking the makeup and showing your beautiful face to others, and that is not character of the disciple. So this is the outer purity, and internal purity comes from the meditation. Day by day, when you aware, then you leave up, you give up the bad things from inside, and the thoughts, they are coming and going, and you see them. The impression of millions' life, they will wash out. You will be clean from inside and clean from outside, and that is called shocham, pavitrata, purity. And what is the all things comes acharya upasnam. If you love your master, if you serve your master, if you respect your master, if you accept the guidance of your master, if you live near the master, or if you hear the master careful, if you follow the master's teaching careful, that is called acharyopasanam. Stherima Atmanigraham. If you want to clean yourself, you should do the Sakshi meditation of awareness, because the nothing is effective than the Sakshi meditation of awareness. Nothing is can be clear you than the Sakshi meditation of awareness. If a person has the ego, if a person has the cunningness, if a person has the tricks of mind, if a person is continuously jealous with others, he is the most dirty of any animal of this world. So nothing is dirty in the comparison of your ego. Ego is the most dirty thing in the life, in this world. So how can your ego will wash out? Your ego will wash out by the love of the Master's, the nectar of the Master's love, divine love. When the Master gives you the love by his sweet, melodious words, by his divine love, by the discourses, by the teachings, by the instructions, then this pure stream of the love go through the disciple's heart, and that Master's divine love will clean you. Nothing can clean you like this. So the love of Master, teaching of the Master, affection of the Master, and care of the Master is the biggest source of the purity. When the disciple come to the Sadguru, he is a very unstable person. His mind is vibrating like a leaf of people. His mind is vibrating like a piece of paper in the thunder, in the storm. He never decides what must we do and what must not be do. He is living always a dilemma. And the dynamics of Antakarna and his flow comes to the outside of the world. He never comes inside. He is a very active person. He wants to do something every time. He cannot be sit peacefully. He cannot be stable. So continuously changeable this world, continuously moving in this world, the stability is searching is very difficult. This stability you can get only in the nearity of the Sadguru Paramatma. And when you come and sit with the Sadguru, and the Sadguru teach you the technique of stability, so when you live in the Sakshi meditation, after 3 or 4 months, you introduce with the stability, that is stability of mind is the real meditation. So when you sit in the real meditation, now the Atma Nigraha, it means the controlling of your physical, mental and causal body, controlling of your mind, your mood and intellect is begin automatically, and there is nothing for pressing, nothing for suppressing, and there is nothing need of extra effort, there is no need of control. They can come very easily in the control of yourself, because now you are awaking. The awaking is 100 times better than controlling. The awakening brings the cleaning, the awakening brings the releasing of your bad negative impression of millions' life. So awakening is the right control. So awakening is the right choice of the purification inside. So this awakening comes only the Sakshi meditation. This awakening comes only for seer, not comes by the doer. So everything is doing in the name of the spirituality, that is the false and wrong and bad direction. But every exercise can bring inside of you and giving you awareness. That is the right exercise, and that is the seeing, that is the detachment, that is the seeing continuously inside, that is the separation from mortal and going inside of immortality. And then completely you will be aware, then you will be immortal, then there is no any ego. If you do not do this, the Maya will catch you. As the glass is not full of the water, the air goes in the glass. Glass is never empty. The air goes in the glass. If you are not going towards the God, then you will go towards the devils and satans. And that devils and satans, like in the Mahabharata, Duryodhana is the representation of the ego. And his father Dhritarashtra, he was the blind, he is the representative of the ignorance, ajnana. If you do not love the God, then you will be compulsory, and compulsion, you will be go in the slavery of ajnana. You will be become a servant of the blindness and the darkness. If you do, you will reject the God, you will reject the enlightenment, you will reject the Sadguru, then you must select. It is your compulsion that you should select the devils and the dark and the illusion and the mesmerism. There is no alternative. Either or. Either you come to the Sadguru or you go in the Maya. So my dear friend, if you awake inside of you, you will be free from all slavery and all servantness. You will become your own king, you become own emperor, you become the existence, you become the Satchidananda Paramatma. And this is the meditation to transformate a person to the God, to Jiva, to Shiva. It is your choice. If you want to become a slave of sensory organs and hungers and desires, then you do not do the meditation. If you want to liberate yourself from all illusion and the slavery and the dirtiness and the violence and the false ego and the burning of the jealousy, if you want to save yourself from all evil things, you must do the meditation of awareness. This is the teachings and this is the message of this stanza. I love you very much. Thank you very much that you hear this discourse patiently. You are my most loving persons, most loving disciples. I am here for you. Thank you very much.